Should the Cowboys be home underdogs to the Lions?
Lions are better than them. They should be. And home hasn't really recently been like the best field for the Cowboys. They've struggled at home here recently. And if you go back to last year, and I know we go back to last year, different teams, situations, circumstances, maybe even some coaching for that matter. Dan Campbell messed up twice going for 2-point conversion at the end of the game when they could have won the game. I don't know what he was thinking and whatnot in the end. We don't know what the deal is with Michael Parsons. He didn't play last week, right? So we still kind of waiting Friday evening. Is he out?
He's out.
So if he's ruled out, according to my inside sources to my left here, and you don't have Lawrence in the defensive side, and as we talk all the time, what is it that the Detroit Lions lean on heavily?
Run game.
Run game, play action, pass. You need defenders to go get the run game and stop it and get to the quarterback. Well, they don't have that right now. And for what it's worth, Detroit's defense is playing pretty good under Aaron Glenn. So, yeah, they should be underdogs.
And any of this is based off of how they played last week against Pittsburgh?
I don't know if it is. I don't know. I don't know why they are making it that way. I'm thinking you're looking at the course of the entire season. You're missing players because they played okay against Pittsburgh's top defense. They did okay. They won the game. They did okay. Dak had a signature
I thought
win.
they played very well on offense versus that Pittsburgh defense. That was
playing against a top-tier championship-level defense, and you went on the road and you got the win.
They did win.
Should they be underdogs? Of course they should be underdogs. Do I think they'll lose? I don't know. I think I got the Cowboys in this game.
Ooh, Paul's picks.
They need a signature win. And we talk about signature wins. Like this type of game that can turn the Cowboys season from one that probably didn't look optimistic because at the beginning of the season we're looking at their schedule and contracts disputes in the summer, coming into the season, and this is one that can just have Jerry Jones smiling right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Going into the bye.
They can really make me look real stupid.
He had them at 2-4.
He did?
You know, he predicted.
He has them at 3-5 now.
Now he has them at 3-5.
Did you officially go 3-5?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if they win this game, we're going to be like, man, can the Cowboys make a run?
See, I had them at 2. I had them at 2-4 to start the season. I was right there, too. Ooh, I was looking good. Man,
so that last play?
Man, that last play.
That's why you're giving Dak so much credit, because that game really wasn't very good, but they won, and I think that's why you're doing it.
First of all, he fell on the fumble.
Because you were sitting there ready to come in here and
look, Joy, Saturday night, I turned the TV off. I'm like, Cal got this. I wake up.
Nope. Cal don't got this.
I'm watching the Cowboys Sunday night. I'm like, oh, yes, over. Oh, he fumbled. Oh, Dak landed on. Okay, they got one play. Oh, he checked 1, 2, 3. He went all the way back to 4.
Yeah.
Oh, because I was ready to just. Ooh, Michael was going to be sitting next to me, too? Oh, my goodness.
He is like that sniper. He just waiting for you. He just waiting for you.
Waiting.
Laying in the weeds.
Should the Cowboys be home underdogs against the Lions, CJ?
Yeah, they should. The Lions are legit Super Bowl contenders, but when the Cowboys so far, they're 0-2 at home. And when you look at the teams they lost to, New Orleans Saints, run the ball. Baltimore Ravens, run the ball. The Detroit Lions have the best offensive line in football. Dan Campbell's a head coach. What they want to do? They're going to run the ball. And so you don't have Micah Parsons or DeMarcus Lawrence, and you're playing against the best offensive line in football. They are going to run the ball at will. And you get nosy and you start playing single high safety. Now we need to load the box. St. Brown and Jameson Williams, they're going to go to work. And so for me, you can't stop the run. And you're playing a team who I believe has the best offensive line in football. It's a bad recipe. So, yeah, they should be underdogs. And I don't believe they're going to win. So that signature win, it's going to have to come against somebody else. It's not coming against the Detroit Lions.
If they get listen. If Cowboys get this win, they're going to be talking Super Bowl going into the bye.
Oh.
As they should.
But you know what? See, there's the problem. There lies the problem. See,
because why are we worrying about the
there are people,
but that's Cowboy Nation.
That's what I'm saying. That'll be the problem.
Yeah.
And I play for the Cowboys, and I like everybody in the organization and all of the fans. I respect them, I like them, but they get on my damn nerves.
Right. No.
Because you start putting the cart before the horse. You just do.
Yeah, it's the cycle.
Can you imagine if they won and Michael gonna be here on Monday? Oh, man, he going to put on a half a bottle of cologne, walking around. He going to go,
Half a bottle, huh?
Oh, he going to put it Mike going to feel good. He got the whole, he going to have it all. He going to have it all. He going to have it all. He going to be jumping for joy. He going to act like they can go to San Francisco after the bye and beat San Francisco.
Hey, after that bye week, it gets tough.
It's a gauntlet again.
It's tough for the Cowboys. It's tough.
They got a good 4 weeks. Then after that, they gonna get on cruise control.
Yeah, but they had but that stretch started with New Orleans.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Then after New Orleans, or maybe it started with Baltimore. No, New Orleans.
Now it was the Saints, then the Ravens.
Then the Ravens. Then they got a break with the Giants, which they still kind of had to fight a little bit for that one.
This is the hump game right here, I think.
And then they go to Pittsburgh and they squeak that one out.
I'm with you on this game, Paul, because to me they didn't look.
Oh, so you think they're going to the Super Bowl?
No.
Signature win.
I'm saying that this would be
need
an important win for them, especially because a lot of people did not have them beating the Steelers. So if you can get this win against the Lions, go into the bye, they are going to feel great, and then they're going to lose to San Francisco, and then we're going to come back and have the same conversation. But at least for that 2-week period, and then they'll get healthy, they'll be having some good conversations. So looking at both quarterbacks in this matchup, TJ, who would you rather have, Jared Goff or Dak Prescott?
Starting the season, you asked me this question. It's for sure Jared Goff. The way this season has gone, and I'm going to give Dak Prescott a ton of credit the way he performed last week against the Pittsburgh Steelers. People just don't throw for 300 yards against the Steelers, not in that defense. And the way Dak was playing, how accurate he was, I'm going to take Dak Prescott. I like the way Dak is playing this year. I went on record saying I wouldn't give him $60 million a year. Dak is playing extremely well. But you asked me this early in the season, before the season. Oh, Jared Goff, no question.
So,
but right now it's Dak Prescott.
Not in this game. You're saying overall.
Hey, Dak may play well in this game. He may play well.
But you're saying overall,
he can't stop the run.
You think Jared Goff?
Overall,
you
I'm taking Dak Prescott. Yeah, I just like the way that Dak is. When CeeDee Lamb does not show up all the training camp, and yeah, you guys have played together, but every team. We're going to add new plays and new concepts. He wasn't there for that. And so everybody knows you're going to throw to CeeDee Lamb. And they still getting it done. Yeah. I'm taking Dak Prescott.
Kim?
Are we talking about the game? You know me. Are we talking about the game?
We're talking about overall.
Or practice.
Or are we talking about practice? No.
Who you want as your quarterback if you were playing?
Yeah.
I would take both of them, but in this situation, I'm going to take Dak Prescott. And the reason I'm going to take Dak Prescott, because I go all the way back to the beginning stages of Dak Prescott's introductory into the National Football League as a rookie. And then I fast forward all the way it is now. And I remember when they came out together, Dak Prescott is a 4th rounder, one guy's the number 1 overall pick, and then Carson Wentz is the number 2 pick. Okay, just from a career standpoint, Dak Prescott has outperformed both of those quarterbacks. We obviously know Carson Wentz is probably on his 100th team by now or something. When you look at the numbers, career-wise, with just Dak Prescott versus Jared Goff, one is at 32,000 and some change, another's at 33,000 and some change. 66% completion percentage for Dak Prescott, 64 for Jared Goff. Passing TDs, 224 to 198 for Goff. 2,000 rushing yards for Dak Prescott.
Yeah, but slide
500.
Slide all the way down the bottom.
I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there.
Get the bottom.
500 rushing yards for Jared Goff. 5 playoff appearances for Dak. 4 for Jared Goff. Super Bowl, 2 NFC championship games. I can't mention that for Dak Prescott. 2 and 5 in the playoffs versus 4 and 4. But I also can contribute some of that success to the better coaching that Jared Goff got with Sean McVay and Dan Campbell versus what
Mike McCarthy hasn't won a Super Bowl, so that's important.
Yeah, 1928.
Hey, but now,
it was not 1928.
If we play devil's advocate, look who Jared Goff had to start with.
Yeah.
So he mentally, he had,
Who we start with?
Jeff Fisher.
Jeff Fisher was one season.
But when you're a number 1 pick and you play that bad,
But one season.
you have to mentally reboot.
But one season?
Yeah, 1 season.
It's just one season, though. I'm just
It's
talking
one
about.
season, and they had him labeled.
We're
as a
talking about
bust.
taking. I want a dual threat type quarterback that can move around a whole lot better in this day and age in the National Football League. When we look at these quarterbacks that can move around, Those are the ones that finish in the end.
Except for Dak, because he has literally.
Well, yeah, but if you put him in Detroit,
multiple times,
if
it's actually been his fault. Why
you
they
put him
lost.
in Detroit, and you put him with Sean McVay. What would that have been?
I know exactly what it would have been with Jared Goff. Is we go to a Super Bowl and then we go to an NFC Championship game. I don't like making it seem like I'm talking bad about Dak, because Dak has been good, and I think Dak earned that money, and I think that Dak is a really good quarterback. And when you look at the numbers, Dak does have better numbers. What he doesn't have is the postseason success. And when you're talking about a player like Jared Goff, who has played in two different places.
You also haven't had Aaron Donald on the side either. When you start breaking it down, the teams, it's sometimes, Joy, your teammates have to lift you up.
So Dak has had no talent around him?
Yeah, but not the same.
Oh my
he didn't
God.
have no Jalen Ramsey.
Listen,
I'm just telling you.
Okay. Then explain the Lions, because Dan Campbell has as you mentioned, has hurt them as far as coaching goes at times. Okay,
bonehead decisions.
Right? They hadn't made it to the NFC Championship game in 30 years. Who else does that sound familiar? That's what the Cowboys are working with as well. Except for Jared Goff got it done. Like, at some point, the team success, especially when you're the quarterback and you get all the criticism and you get ridiculed, even if it's not your fault. Is it Geno Smith's? It's got to be Jared Goff. Like, it has to be. He's had success in the postseason, and not one place, two places.
He is. I started off by saying I'd take either one. Okay? But I would prefer Dak Prescott based on the body of work in the team that he had. I'm just, you asked me,
I think Dak is really good, but I think that we're overlooking Jared Goff's postseason success.
I'm not overlooking
Listen,
it.
I would rather lose in the first round than lose in the championship.
What?
Yeah, that's real talk.
I would rather lose in the first round than lose in the championship.
Why? Because you get to Cabo earlier?
No,
It hurts more. It hurts more. Because you're like, we were this close. And it's hard to get over.
It's hard to get over.
Wait.
At the end of the
You
day,
guys are saying that you would rather not even have a shot at winning a championship?
But I'm saying, like, I look at both of their careers. Yeah, Goff has got to the championship and lost. That's hurt. He's always going to look back at that in his career.
How could it hurt more to have an opportunity to win one and then go to an NFC Championship game than it is to never make it past the divisional rounds?
Well, we still have this book to write between them two.
Right, but we have two books that are mostly written now, like based off the chapters we can read now.
Like, if they both retired today,
Jared Goff had a more successful career.
based on him getting to the Super Bowl.
Based on him getting to the
Well, I mean, what do we play for? Skittles? Like, you played
at the end of the day, they both got 0 rings.
Oh, what's your favorite
Now, if
candy?
they both retired today,
They both got 0
Dak had a better career.
Nah, see.
How?
Yes.
How?
He had more success.
I can't.
At what?
The numbers.
The numbers.
That's what when 30 years from now,
Now,
we don't
Jared
remember
Goff
their
wins a
games,
Super Bowl, that's
if you go back
different.
and look up Dak, and we're going to look up golf numbers.
No,
you're
they
like, yeah,
their numbers are the same. The only difference is the rushing. And I don't expect for Jared Goff to run the football nearly as effectively.
26 touchdowns more. That's a lot.
Yeah, but if you
That's a lot.
But if I'm on the team,
26 touchdowns?
But you got to realize I'm on a team that's a dominant run team, so they want to hand the football off and get it to the end zone opposed to throwing it where Kellen Moore, all he wanted to do is throw the football. It was like having the late Mike Leach at the 1 yard line.
You forgot.
throwing the football
You
four
forgot.
times.
Dak Prescott had Ezekiel Elliott at one point, and they gave him all that money. They wanted to run the ball also.
What's
but
the
they
highest
throwing.
that golf has ever finished in the MVP voting?
Golf?
Golf, yeah. Dak just finished.
I don't think he's
second
ever
in-
finished.
That's what I'm saying.
He's been in it,
Dak
but
has
then
been in the
it went away.
MVP talks. And he probably is going to be, if they win next week, he's going to be back in it.
I ain't gonna say that,
Almost
though.
MVP is better than playing in a Super Bowl and playing in an NFC Championship.
Well, that's because he's selfish and he's individual.
No, let me see.
Individually,
Well,
yes. I just answered. Individually, it is.
That's
individually, yes.
That's an accomplishment finishing second in the
You got to
MVP
remember,
voting.
though, Joy, Paul to tell you about the
cold, bro.
Celtics.
You cold.
When he was the only Lone Ranger shooting the basketball at a high clip.
Here it is.
You see what I'm saying? So he cares about that. opposed to trying to get to the Super Bowl.
Okay, but you are saying Dak also.
This guy
I'm
wrote
saying-
this
no,
guy
I'm
wrote
just
a book
saying-
called "Give Me the Damn Ball." It's rookie year. It's rookie
But he gonna
year.
say that, right?
He gonna say that.
No, but I would say because Jared Goff got to the
That's
two
crazy.
NFC Championship games and the Super Bowl, that
Yeah.
his career is probably more successful if you looked at it that way.
Joy,
That's
you're
what I'm
still
saying.
on the losing the first round in the championship. You still on that, right?
I can't get over that. No.
But the point is,
Pain, though.
if
Joy.
you lose in
Sometimes you gotta suffer for stuff that you love.
and those games
Oh man,
can go.
No, no suffering.
I'd rather not have it. I'd rather not have it than be close to it.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.